How you doing? Welcome to another edition of Save the Rats 44. This is my indoor greenhouse facility, my small animal sanctuary. I've talked about the technology and the lighting and the ventilation in my previous videos. This video is very short, and the focus of this video is to talk about nutrition. And my video surveillance actually allows me to really key in and get a sense of what my animals need, and by monitoring their progress I can adjust the nutrition to the volume, the number of small animals that I feed and take care of. I've upgraded the facility to what they call high volume 24-hour nutrition. This is not pig slop. This is not stuff that you would get and feed your pigs. This is high quality lettuce that comes from Guido's in Great Barrington and the Berkshire Co-op, and it's in good, it's refrigerated, it's cleaned and washed. The food that I put on here for the rats to eat is food that I would actually eat myself. In fact, many times I will actually sample taste the food to make sure it's fresh. The food that I give them is lettuce, and you can see how clean it is. There's no parasitic infestation, it's all sparkling, it's all fresh. The water is fresh. Very important that we have fresh sources of water. The water is changed every day. The water is crystal clear. The room is clear. Everything, sanitization, ultraviolet lighting, ventilation, really makes this environment come alive. And also horticulture, plants, artistic integrity. Now this is a lot of food, but I guarantee you by 6 o'clock tonight this container will be literally empty. On a typical week, I'm very grateful for Guido's and the Berkshire Co-op for allowing me to use their extra leftover food, because otherwise I could not afford it. I have about 50 to 60 wild rats in my care on a nightly basis, and in a typical week I go through about 1,000 pounds of food. So every month I actually go through 2 tons of produce. This container here, which is a new mass feeding container that I added because I had smaller containers like this one and they were running out every 6 or 7 hours. I would leave for work, fill the container up. At the end of the day there'd be nothing. The food would be out and the rats would be hungry. But this ensures that at least this container can last at least 12 hours. So if I leave for work at 8 in the morning and I get home at 5 o'clock at night, I know there's still some food left and I replenish it right away. This container here, this large plastic tote filled to the top, weighs about 140 pounds filled to capacity. I weigh 168 pounds. It takes a lot of hard work and effort to carry it from the upstairs refrigerator down to the basement, but doing hard physical work and challenging my body to provide a good life for my animals is what it's all about. It's what keeps you forever young. Hard physical work, artistic integrity, providing a good greenhouse and a place with love and compassion for small animals is really healing. It's very positive. It's something that I really enjoy doing, using my engineering skills, my electrical skills, my new horticulture skills. I have a friend of mine in Great Barrington that hires me to do garden and yard work, and she teaches me how to grow trees, and she's a little strict with me, but I do gardening work for her, and she shows me what it takes to take care of small plants and small plants, and how to grow plants, how to repot them, and the skills that I learned from my friend in Great Barrington, this older lady I work for, has really made it possible for me to have the intuition, the insights that I need to actually care for small plants and grow beautiful plants, and combine that with organic nutrition and use my engineering skills that I have to build a beautiful healing space. Everything has to come together as a think piece. Electrical skills, engineering skills like ventilation, nutrition, artistic integrity like the waterfalls that I put in here. And it all comes together in a positive way to give a new life for the little animals, like small rats that are usually poisoned, die, and kill traps. The rats that come here are welcome. They have nesting places, obviously, places they can sleep. Usually they live outside because they're wild animals, but if it's raining, it's really cold out, there's always an emergency option. If it's cold or raining or their habitat is is not safe for them to live in, they always have a nice warm place to live. And yes, the temperature is always 65 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is my new improved feeding system, mass feeding system that runs 24 hours a day with high quality organic vegetables, and the lighting and obviously the spiritual element that provides is like an angel that protects them. It's an angel, that angelic righteousness that protects them, gives them that spiritual, that envelops the whole atmosphere with spiritual white light, and it really protects them. Thank you for watching another edition of Save the Rats 44. This is my small animal care sanctuary and greenhouse here in Canaan, Connecticut. And I hope everyone on my friends list has a wonderful, great week. Caring for small animals is a really positive thing. It's a healing force in my life, and it's something that really gives my life focus. The discipline, the hard work it takes to do it is really the discipline we need to come together and become a global community, forgetting about hate and anger and political stuff. And when you care for a small animal, or even one small animal or 50 small animals, and you focus and you have a focus and a mission, it really builds a portrait of hope and a new destiny for not only the animals, but for the person that provides the care. Thank you again for watching another edition of Save the Rats 44.